Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing what I call a retrospective, where I'm going to look at my previous work, look at where I am now, and try and figure out what happened in between and what I should work on for the future. I'll be going over each of my previous videos and looking at the things that I could have done better, the things that I did well, and kind of reacting and giving little tidbits of information in between. This is going to definitely be a personally focused video where the goal is to try and, I guess, take a step back and see everything that I've done so far and make some discoveries along the way, hopefully. So, kick back, relax, and let's take a journey through my past. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the first video.
And begins to fabricate a sense of abstract horror when confronted
The
with something
encoding
that just
quality
feels
is not
off.
great. I definitely learned
what's
better settings for encoding videos.
for your natural
So
instincts to kick
in the
and
lodge
trigger a
video
fight or
here,
flight response.
there's so much artifacting and pixelation of the darks and blacks. Yeah, the editing is a little rough. There's definitely room for improvement with the editing in this.
Of grace being really there in the first place.
Yeah, that was quite obviously the first video, I guess. Yeah, so I've come a long way, I could say that. It's been about 2 months or so since I started, and wow, the compression artifacts were pretty rough. The whole thing felt a little bit disjointed. Each segment sort of didn't really flow well into the next one. But hey, it was a first video, and I'm glad that I made it, because it put me on the path that I'm on now, talking to you guys, figuring stuff out. But I don't know. Let's just hit the next one.
Greeted by a gorgeous sweeping view of the Teton mountain range in golden hour. Peering across the landscape, it looks lifelike. The soft, natural
That is a
lighting
nice
leaves
shot.
the scene almost reclaimed by nature. Each
The
of these
editing,
environments
for
is so
sure,
jam-packed
already
with visual niceties that your eye
step
feels
up
so
after the
well
first
in
video.
particular.
Immediately obvious. Nice editing on the combat part,
The combat in
for
this
sure.
game is visceral.
The transitions
Upon
are
arriving, we're greeted
definitely
with
better.
dilapidated, almost caved in.
In my initial cut of this video, I actually
This little
recorded
side mission could be a poignant,
the
depressing reminder.
notes that I
As much
show
as
in
it
the
may
game.
feel like
Not
we
all
have
of
our
them,
own
but the
vision,
2 major
control
ones.
of
I don't know, it was
the
okay, but it
world
just
will
didn't
be
feel
what it
right
does.
to include in the
Total
final
indifference
cut.
to you,
And
your
also
plans,
not
your
including it cut down the
desires.
time a bit, which helped.
Combing through living it ourselves.
Yeah, it was alright. Definitely the essay was a lot more cohesive than the first one. The quality of the footage was better, the editing was better. I like the ending, the way it pulls up at the end. The combat sequence was nice, nicely edited, nicely narrated. Maybe it could have used a little bit of a lighter touch. Not bad, not bad. That was the second one. Let's check out the third one. The Wailing. This one took me a long time. Let's see how it is. Oh yeah, title card with my name, nice.
A middle-aged police
The editing,
detective in a small town in the
instantly
South
noticeably
Pacific
better.
metaphorical
Yeah,
representation
this was the
of
first
different
time I
elements of bias that
started
sway
experimenting
Jonathan's
with these
belief
kind of
over the
like
course
motion
of the movie.
graphics.
First,
It's not
we have
bad.
the base
It-
center of the triangle,
It's not
which
perfect,
I'm going
but
to refer to as
it's interesting, I
village
think.
circle. Japanese expat,
That's nice.
the foreigner came to live on the
like
outskirts of
that.
Changu's village. Sometime, and only through accepting it can we find our own meaning to life.
So that was a pretty good video. Certainly could use a little bit more polish. That was my first time using background music and trying to really start mixing the audio better. Could use some work for sure. But overall though, the essay was good. It helped to really illustrate what it is that I was trying to say. And it shows, I think, how much I really grappled with the source material and brings it closer to the heart of who I am and the point I'm trying to get across. Really challenging video, especially as my third one, but totally worthwhile and really, not bad. I enjoyed it. I think it really laid the groundwork for everything else that was to come. I'm grateful for the opportunity and all the struggle that I had through it. So anyway, let's check out the next one. Currently, this is my most viewed video at 890 views, this Korra video. 66 likes, that's nice. Let's check it out.
When it comes to the divisive topic of The Legend of Korra, there are already plenty of videos that pick apart its many faults and successes. Evolution puts forth
has a good flow to it.
bring their own set
It's
of
really
moral
punchy
and
to start.
philosophical
I like
elements to
that.
the
That's
table,
nice.
rejecting the social.
You can
economic,
really tell that
and
I'm
issues.
gaining more
Korra's
confidence
confrontation
in
to
my
humanity
ability to
is molded
speak
and
and
shaped
write
not only her
and
ability as the
get my
Avatar,
point
but
across.
also the very found their encounters with the
I like the meta nature of just coming out with it. It's an essay. Let's go with that. I'm trying to tell you stuff, right? The editing is so much better. Good mixing of audio. Well, at least better than before, for sure.
Juxtaposing the two realities, we can derive a message.
Nice little edit
that's in the
there.
best interest.
That's pretty good. The editing, so much better. Good choice of music. It's nice and punchy. The pacing is good. I think the transitions maybe could have been a little bit smoother. But honestly, overall, I liked that video quite a bit. I still feel like it's a good summary of how I feel about that show. I feel like you can really see it start to hone in on my style here. Not bad. I guess things to note. The music, good choice of music. It's good to keep it light and punchy and fast and, keep everything interesting. The cuts were good, the edits were quick, smooth out the transition game a bit. July 14th. Wow. That was a while ago. Still got some more videos to watch. Let's check out the next one. The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas. Audiobook. Yeah, that was pretty good. I enjoyed it. This was really more of an exercise in trying out something different and really putting a lot of my editing skills to the test and trying to find stock footage. That was an interesting experience. What I can say is this took me longer than I expected and was more work than I expected. But the end product is good. I would still like to do more of these narrated sort of audiobook kind of things, I think, in the future. I guess I just have to figure out what I would want to do it on. But anyway, let's head on over to the companion essay for this short story and see how that turned out.
Would you trade the joy and splendor of a perfect city for the suffering of a single, innocent child who can no longer bear its truth and walk away? On the other hand, pleasure is an example of what many would think of as intrinsic for the greatest number doesn't seem so easy to accept. Faced with the reality of measuring something,
it was interesting to let me know, are there any... I don't even know what to say. Thank you guys for watching. That was great. I really liked that one. It was a difficult subject matter, but I felt like I really got across the points that I wanted to get across. Managed to make it somewhat information dense, but still interesting. Not go too heavy-handed into the philosophy stuff and just kind of get to the heart of the matter. And it kind of pulls up at the end into a hopefully thought-provoking, interesting, and hopefully optimistic. Yeah, the editing was much better than a lot of my previous work. The clips were really good choices in general. Good pacing, good background music. Yeah, I feel like you can really start to see the fruits of my labor come out in this video. Let's go ahead and check out the next one. I kind of tried to tell a story with the way that I laid out the haikus in this video. I don't know, maybe it was too long, maybe there's too many, It's a beautiful game. Yeah, maybe it's just too long.
This game is basically...
So I have kind of mixed feelings about this video. I really like the way I edited it together. The scenes are beautiful, haikus are cool. I think it was just a little too long. I think that the sort of things to take away from this video are do the edits, right? Like, they're awesome, they're beautiful, they flow nicely, but at the same time, keep it brief. Brevity is key. Like a haiku, right? The whole point of a haiku is to be brief and to express everything you want to say with less. Less is more, right? So moving forward, with any kind of video like this, less is more. Even the outro was a bit long. Less is more. So next up we have Shoplifters. So I haven't watched this video since I published it. I'm expecting it to be good. I felt like this was kind of a watershed moment in my video making career. You know, not many people watch this channel. Thank you for those who do. But still, Shoplifters. I wish this got more views. Maybe it will eventually. Well, let's check it out.
選ばれたんかな、私たち。
親は選べないからね、普通は。
でもさ、こうやって自分で選んだ方が強いんじゃない？何がって。絆よ。絆。
私はあんたを選んだんだよ。
Oh yeah, the little hanger. I spent so much time watching these movies and editing these scenes out of them. It was worth it. I really like this edit. This took a lot of work, but I like the way it came out.
Patterns of self-destruction.
Yeah, that was great. I feel like I'm really, I don't know, this was 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, wow. You know, I said this when I made the video, I still feel like that today. I feel like this was when I'm finally like really honing in on the kinds of videos I want to make and finding my voice and finding what I want to say. Gotta work on advertising, I don't know, it's hard. Gotta build an audience. So, next up, we have Masaaki Yuasa. Again, I spent so much time analyzing and watching and delving into his works. But you know, that's just part of the process, right? Well, let's check it out. I had to figure out how in video editing software to create that little pause and rewind and play button. It took me a lot longer than I would like to admit. I love that edit. I love the edit. It's awesome. Took me a lot of time, but it just brings a smile to my face, you know? This edit too. No hands. Got a new microphone. Awesome. Oh, that one's so good. I don't know, I have this thing where like after I make something, I have a hard time going back and watching it because I feel like I always nitpick at all the things that could have been better or I could have done better or, you know, whatever. We all do that, right? Like that's how we get better. You know, sometimes I feel like I just kind of gotta take a second and appreciate how far I've come. This one I experimented so much more with editing. Really gave some time for Yuasa's work to breathe, to try and show people how I felt watching his films. I mean, I don't know if that got across, but it certainly does to me when I watch my own work over again. I don't know, this one's awesome. Yeah, maybe a couple places here and there I could have fixed a little bit of the audio levels. I initially wanted to use a completely different song for the last portion of the video, but it got copyright claimed, so I had to re-edit that. Anyway, I love this video. Love Yuasa, awesome director. Like I said in the outro, he totally deserves more respect. It's totally underrated. Well, we got one video left. Came out last week, a short hike. I guess let's check it out. Oh yeah, it's awesome that this guy has my name in the game. You know, I made this the intro as, a bit of a way of explaining, some of the game, but I think more so as a reminder to myself. It's easy, to kind of feel like that. Like, it's too much to handle. I don't know, starting this whole thing from scratch. This game was awesome because it's not only just like a little fun exploration through like a miniature open world, but at the same time, it's kind of like a mini therapy session wrapped up in this nice little pixely package. The characters are all dealing with their own little thing. You don't get to dive too deep into it, but you can tell by the things they say and the interactions you have with them. This scene in particular, maybe because they use my name, I just gotta remember, to be like this Tim. It's okay, it's okay to freak out every once in a while, not really know where you're going. But just remember, focus on the next step. And I got this, right? I got this. Anyway, let's keep going. This subscribe splash screen thing was fun. It was interesting to edit, but it was a lot of fun. So that was really cool. I just made that last week, so it's still pretty fresh in my mind. Such a great game. Really relaxing, really nice break from everything. That's why I made the video. I just wanted to capture that feeling in video form and maybe try and share it with more people that haven't experienced it yet. So yeah, anyway, that's all the videos. To be honest with you guys, I was kind of afraid to make this video. I was a bit nervous, first of all, about having a video about me being on camera, because this is the first time I've done something like this. But more than that, I think I was afraid of watching my previous work and having to sort of interact with it and experience it again. But really, I mean, I'm glad that I did this. I learned so much, and I was feeling a bit down before this, thinking how it's really hard to grow an audience and not having a lot of subscribers and views, but watching these videos reminded me why I made them in the first place, and that was to share with you guys everything that I feel and everything that I want to express. And really, I feel proud of what I've been able to accomplish and how far I've come so far. And really, it's only been a few months, so I'm incredibly grateful to have this opportunity. And I'm so glad I actually sat down and took the time to make this retrospective and look at all the things I've done and look at all the mistakes that I've made and all the things I could have done better and all the things that I actually did well in the first place. Looking at where I am now and where I've been, I feel like I've come so far, and this is still just the beginning. If I can keep this up and continue making videos or being on YouTube for another 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, then this will seem like no time at all. The level that I'm at now is such an excellent jumping off point. It's the culmination of all my experience and all the work that I've gotten to thus far, my time in photography, my time in writing, my time as an engineer. All of these things contribute to where I am now. I hope that I just only keep getting better and I can share more of how I feel and what I want to say with you guys. So again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for taking this journey with me through this look at my past and this look at my mistakes and this look at my shortcomings and this look at where I've been and where I'm going and where eventually, hopefully, I'll end up. Thank you for sticking with me, and hopefully, you continue to ride this journey along with me in the future. I'll keep making everything I can to the best of my ability and sharing with you guys everything that means a lot to me and hopefully eventually in some ways means a lot to you as well. So thanks again so much for everything. I'll keep going and I hope you guys will be there alongside with me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So thanks and see ya. I really don't have much to say. Moving forward, that's a good one.